You got to do it off.
2, 1.
One of you can just do it, right? Just one of you can do it.
The point is...
On that note, hi guys, you're listening to the £3.30 podcast. I'm your host, Asha.
She's not our host, and I'm Reem.
And I'm Sana. No.
Oh. And do you know what? We're all together in London, you know. No one's posted in Doha. No one's posted in the UB.
They can probably tell because there's no delay, and I can see your faces, so I can jump in when I need to.
It's actually a little bit weird.
It is weird.
So weird. Now we can't make faces when Navish talks. So I'm joking.
And also we have guests.
We do have 2 guests.
2 guests.
MashaAllah. Anyways, let's move on.
So Sana, you're here.
I am
Welcome
here. Finally,
back.
the countdown is over.
How long are you here for?
I feel like you guys are interviewing me because you're sitting above. Opposite me.
We are interviewing you. So how long are you here for?
I'm here for 3 weeks. Just under 3 wews, I think. How long are you guys here for?
And then forever, because we're going to kidnap you. You ain't
Honestly,
going back.
this time I feel like I just want to stay.
Someone said I'm calling home office.
Fajr, how do you feel about that?
Fajr, my husband, is here joining us.
Eating popcorn.
You can respond to that question.
You can speak.
I don't know. You can stay. I'll go back.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
Domestic.
Then just listen to the podcast to keep up with what she's doing.
No, fam. You're dragging you back.
So how was your journey and stuff? What's been going on? What have you been up to? Even though I know every single thing you've done, but tell the listeners.
The only thing that happened really, and I think this was kind of expected for us as a Shambakh family, as soon as we got here, my mum had locked herself out of the house. So we spent 7 hours on a plane, came home and spent 3 hours in the garden trying to open the door. And then we had to call the locksmith, and it's all a bit of a Shambakh, but yeah.
And luckily enough, if you're wondering what that looked like, she's vlogged it all and it's on her YouTube page, so you can go and subscribe.
My dad cussed me today. He called me all the way from Mozambique. Yeah, and he's like, "Why are you ifdying us? Like, why are you exposing us with all your vlogs? Just leave it out."
Can I just ask really randomly, how much did it cost you to get back in?
So, initially, the locksmith said, I'll charge you £60 to come out, which is quite decent compared to like other prices. So I was like, cool, come. And then he came, 45 minutes later, he came. He looked at the lock and he was like, no, this is going to cost how much? 180?
150 plus tax.
150 plus tax, which is £180. And that's just to like break the door down. And then on top of that, you have to get a new lock, which is £100. So that's £380 to get into my house. I was like, nope, not happening. So I was like, I'm going to cancel this because you didn't tell me this before. And then what happened? He was like, okay, cool, but there's a cancellation fee. And I was like, no, it's not happening. It's not happening. So I called his manager, and then he was like, okay, fine, I'll allow it. And then what we had to do was get this lovely fella a ladder. Fajr, my husband. And he went through the back window, basically. And literally like fell into my sink, my kitchen sink.
There's knives everywhere.
There was...
It's like Indiana Jones walking to a tomb. Knives everywhere.
So yeah, it was free to answer your question.
Wow.
Alhamdulillah.
I only asked because I had a bit of a shambak.
I know, that's why I remembered you when it happened.
I bet those neighbours looking around going, there's some ethnic minorities breaking into a house. I feel really pressured and like, I'm really scared.
Really pressured?
I'm so scared. Oh my God.
What a weird thing to say, really pressured.
That's the wrong word. Why else got to put me? Why does it allow me?
What you said.
Shut up with your popcorn crumbs and your moustache.
I wanted to tell her before, but
There you go.
Why did you not tell me?
Fajr's dead, he's gone.
So you lot were looking in my eyes for 20 minutes.
I was looking at you. It's your bestie here that was looking at you. The one that always backs you? Yeah, that's the
You didn't
one.
want to tell me I had popcorn now.
I just clocked you when you turn around. You know, I just clocked you.
Have you stopped sweating yet? Or?
Oh, you know, not gonna, today, yeah, the way that I was sweating. Oh my God.
It's like a bucket.
Oh, like, it's actually shocking. Reem came out of the toilet, she saw me, I was like, have you guys ever seen X-Men, yeah? The first ever one where the guy's melting with water. I mean, that was me. I was fucking melting.
You look like you just steamed your face or something.
I think it's because it was the heat of Jahannam because I was in a pub. That's how I felt. I was just like, I'm joking, guys. The mood just split real quick when I said Jahannam.
You always have to take it there.
Was this after your little dancing thing? What's it called?
Why are you exposing?
Dance mat.
Dance mat.
After
yeah.
we had a pint, yeah. So no, we went to an arcade.
No, don't.
Why not?
By then the video will be out, innit?
What video? Oh, the vlog. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I vlogged it.
Okay, so what's the vlog then? And you'll see why we were in the pub.
Subscribe to my channel,
Sana.
Sanasino.
Yeah. Go on, subscribe and all them things there. So one thing that I really want to talk about today was the Queen, Beyonce, released an album called The Lion King, The Gift. Why did you roll your eyes for?
Continue.
Why did you roll your eyes for?
It's actually on site. It's actually on site.
You know I'm CEO of the Beehive in London, yeah? So go on.
Are you
Since when?
really?
That's why you don't listen to music.
I don't.
Yeah, exactly. What happened to that?
Beyonce is not music.
You're a fool.
It's art.
Always exposing yourself.
So go on.
Go on.
No, go
I want
on.
to know why you rolled your eyes. You don't like
Because
Beyonce,
you because you just said it in a really weird, awkward way. Queen Beyonce. You could have just said Beyonce.
Queen
innit?
Bee.
I thought you were talking about Elizabeth. so hurry up, innit?
It's
So-
Victoria.
What?
There you go.
What do you mean?
This
Isn't
is
it
another
Victoria?
reason why you need a visa.
Queen Elizabeth.
Victoria. No, is it
Are you
Queen
lot
Elizabeth or
mad?
Queen Victoria.
Are you not mad? You both need to be deported right now.
No, it's not. I knew it was.
I was born in London.
I knew that it was.
And Nathan Kaya.
Wait. Okay. What is Prince Harry's and Prince William's surname?
Charles.
No, they're not Muslim.
Windsor.
Dad's name.
Windsor.
Windsor, you got it.
You know that's not even actually their real name.
What's their real name?
It's like some
Stuttgart
German
or something.
some
Yeah.
German one,
Stuttgart.
and then they
It's like
changed it.
German Stuttgart. Stuttgart. What's that? It's some German.
Have you
sausage.
have you lot seen how Boris Johnson is apparently
What, Prime Minister? Allegedly, he's Prime Minister.
No, but he's also the ancestor of he has Turkish roots or something.
Yeah.
You know what's his name? Ali Kemal or something. The previous leader of the Ottoman Empire or what's up? Or
Okay.
no,
Don't
not-
tell me that's his
not
like
the Ottoman Empire.
granddad.
Someone Google this shit, please. Oh, hello. Listen, the previous, I think the founder of Turkey or something is related to Boris Johnson.
The founder of Turkey.
the Turkish Empire.
Listen, I don't know, but some leader.
Okay, so
Nathan cuts out. Let me Google it.
Founder of Turkey.
Why is that bad though? Founder of Turkey.
It's just a very, I don't know.
It means the first president of Turkey. You fool. Hold on, Ali Kemal. Ottoman Turkish. No, sorry. Just while you're talking, let me Google this. Boris.
What? This is yapping away. These lot are planning what to do. This podcast is such a shambles. Say wallah. Someone said I'm playing too. What, just the two of you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so while she researched that, I think Asha, you should share what you were going to say. What's annoyed you recently?
Okay, no, it's not really annoyed me, but I just wanted to get you guys' perspective on this.
Okay.
It's not really annoyed me, but it's something that I want to get your perspective on. So Beyonce released an album called The Lion King, The Gift, right? And in that album, she had a song called Brown Skin Girl, and it featured Blue Ivy, and it was with WizKid. One BBC One Extra. I don't know why I'm introducing the song. Essentially, it celebrates dark-skinned women. Yeah, this is how everyone's basically interpreted it. And even within the songs, within the lyrics, she celebrates dark-skinned women within the industry, like Naomi Campbell, like Lupita Nyong'o, like Kelly Rowland. So the argument,
Twin, yeah?
my twin. So the argument that basically erupted on social media was that a lot of South Asian girls who happen to be dark-skinned, and I guess like anyone that happens to identify with having dark skin or has been a victim of colorism, spoke out and said, well, we should be included in this song too, and we should be celebrating this song too, and it should be okay for us to get involved, because apparently there's a hashtag called Brown Skin Girl Challenge, and like everybody was posting videos on social media, and then every black girl was just like, nah, I beg you sit down. On this one, relax. Let us have this, please. Yeah, the album, The Gift for Africa. Let us have this, please. Yeah. So basically, it's like a lot of black girls were on there sort of saying, us dark-skinned women never really have shit for ourselves. The moment that we're finally celebrated, the moment that we have something that's for us, to make us feel secure within our own beauty and challenges like beauty standards around the world, everybody wants to jump on there. Why can't we just have our own thing? And why is that so wrong for us to have that, basically? So I wanted to get you lot's perspective, because obviously you lot are women of colour as well. So
Did you catch that on record?
I don't think I did.
Oh, that facial expression by force. Yeah.
So I wanted to get you lot's perspective. Like when you so you guys heard the song on the way here. What did you guys think?
I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
What?
this is a bit of the conversation because we all agree with you.
But do you see from the perspective of like other women who say
Maybe someone who's dark, like, because I don't see it like I could identify because I'm not dark skinned. But if I was that, I don't know, like I've seen certain Sri Lankans who are Nathan, cut this out. I don't know.
there are Sri
I don't
Lankans
wanna
that
be
are darker than
offensive.
even me.
Yeah.
So
But okay, let me
no,
say
but
that point again.
I think to an extent, I think they should be allowed to be celebrated, and I don't think anything should necessarily belong. There's no need for like being overly possessive of something. If someone identifies and says, "Do you know what?
Yeah, but you're
I
like
love
a
this song
dark
and
skin. You're like a dark skinned South Asian.
Yeah, recognize that. Don't think that you're black. Don't think that the song's for you, but you can be moved by it and think, do you know what?
100%.
That song touched me and it made me feel the type of way about it. Even though it wasn't for me, secondhand degree burns in it. You know, the ones where it's just like, I feel that too now, yeah? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think now people are too possessive over things to the point where if we're really pushing for inclusivity and we're pushing for that narrative, we're doing the exact same thing that the oppressor's always been doing to us, which is divide, which doesn't make sense. It's okay to have these conversations and say, not gonna lie, this is for us, but we recognize you and we hear you, Queens, and we know that we know your struggle and we hear that too. It's different, but we recognize it.
But has that narrative been said?
I don't know.
I
think it's been because I think one of the girls on Twitter, Oloni, who's been tweeting about this a lot, she must have said, because Beyonce posted like a clip of like it was like an amalgamation of different clips on social media of young black girls
doing the
challenge.
Yeah.
And she posted that on her Instagram, and Oloni basically tweeted saying, "I'm so glad that Beyonce clarified who she was talking about in brown skin girls," which to me it just felt like there's no need.
Yeah,
there really is no need for that.
I feel like it's just a bit, I don't know, it's just unnecessary to like have that kind of conversation. Like I understand why people would want to keep that for themselves, but I feel like it's just a bit petty.
I agree.
That what she said, especially, like.
Do you think so?
I think it's a bit petty.
I think it's quite petty. It's unnecessary. It's like just sort of say, do you know what? Beyonce was talking about these groups of people, but it just don't erase an entire community's experiences and their struggles. Don't say that we struggle more than you guys. Like, why are you always trying to fight to be victims?
But what you were saying though is that she'd said it was a gift to Africa.
Yeah.
So I think that it's not about erasing it. It's just a matter of right now
being clear about who it's
for.
for.
Like right now, this is actually not for you, but that doesn't mean you don't have space.
Exactly.
In different
but if I for example connect to it, why do you need to come and say it's not for you?
She knows it's not for her.
Yeah, I know it's not for me, but I relate to it and I like
it. People were saying that it was about them.
Say that again.
Like you were saying that the whole argument erupted because people were saying
this is for us.
And I'm saying it doesn't need to always be like that. You don't have to say this is for us and only us and we don't give a shit about your experiences and you can't even relate. It's like not even seeing the other person's perspective or not even like trying to say, do you know what? I hear that. Do you know, to be honest, I don't think Beyonce cares. Like we're so much energy into this, and it's just like if you connect to it, you can. Beyonce just wanted to sell a record.
Yeah,
that's it. Ultimately, like of course she wants to change lives and like encourage more women to be like. Because Beyonce is different to other artists because she doesn't make music for radio. She makes music that she thinks has an impact and is meaningful. Yeah. So that's why you hardly hear her tunes on the radio because she doesn't make radio worthy music.
But that's
it's
now
like a
though.
known fact.
This is now.
Yeah,
after she's
this
done
is now.
what she
She's
needs
more
to
of like
do.
a visual album. She thinks of concepts. She thinks of ideas. There's
More
a bigger
artistic,
picture.
yeah.
It's more artistic. So then,
but Destiny's Child, it was a different thing. Like,
completely
of
different
course.
thing. It was all about hitting charts and stuff like that. So now it's kind of like she wants to have more of an impact. So I don't think she really cares who that impacts. The song is meant to be for black women. If it empowers other women from different communities to feel like they're beautiful as well, why is that such a bad thing?
Exactly, yeah.
It's okay. It's like if someone was like, say you have a Sri Lankan girl or like just anyone from South Asia who happens to be super, super dark, and they say, do you know what? I've experienced colorism and that song made me feel a certain type of way. I know it's for you guys and I know it's a gift for Africa, but I feel it. What's so wrong with that?
I agree with that, 100%.
They hit each other with a 5.
Sorry.
I need cream. Yeah, burp.
I thought you boy up because of something. I thought you were.
I thought you wanted to beef, basically. I think she was expecting us to
As people of
disagree.
colour.
Yeah, as POCs and WOCs.
Anyway, so now that's off everyone's chest.
Fuck's sake.
So just to confirm, he was not the founder of Turkey.
Who was a fan of Turkey?
He was the last interior minister of Turkey, of the Ottoman Empire. So yeah, he's the great grandson of the last interior minister of Turkey,
Wow.
Boris Johnson. Isn't that mad?
It's mad that he's our PM.
I hope his great grandnan,
Grandnan.
grandma wore a niqab.
Imagine.
Do you know?
Shit.
Have you noticed that there's not been a democracy in the UK for how many years now?
But this is what I was saying at work
Exactly.
the other day. I said, I don't remember the last time I voted in a
Yeah.
general election. Like, no one, I haven't done shit in
Theresa May
time.
wasn't elected. Boris Johnson wasn't. What the?
And now, and now apparently MPs are trying to put in a legislation that means that other Tory MPs can't give a vote of no confidence to Boris Johnson to get him out of power for at least a year
Why?
because they want him to stay for a year.
What kind of democracy is
So
that?
it's like so then that means that we can't call an election within the next year or so if that legislation goes through.
Yeah.
He's not going to deliver Brexit by Halloween. That's not happening. He's a bumbling fool. He did a speech the other day. He was like, and obviously, and I really think it's like, fuck off. What are you doing?
What killed me is he said like 3 points. One of them was about Brexit. The other one was about some other stupidness. And the other was, and defeat Jeremy Corbyn by all means. And everyone was like, and I was like, you're such a clown.
He says things like he's homophobic, he's a racist, he's Islamophobic, he's all the isms, yet he's in power. He's our leader. What's so different about Boris Johnson to Donald Trump?
That's why it's very scary right now. I feel like the two most powerful nations on the planet are led by racists. That's something we should all worry about. And I know everyone likes to make jokes about it and like it's all funny, but they are dangerous. Have you seen the camps that they have in America? That's
Like
mad. Migrant camps.
yeah.
That's insane. It's detention camps.
It's
basically.
disgusting.
It's
Snap.
okay.
Because
So I'll just talk for the rest of the podcast.
But yeah, it's mad. It's like a man that called black people pickaninnies.
Who said that?
Boris Johnson. And something about
Pickaninnies.
watermelon and stuff
It's
as well,
racist.
isn't it?
Yeah, he's talking about watermelon. He called women that wear niqabs letterboxes.
Fucking
I'm still not over it. Like, how did he get away with
he
that?
says the maddest things, yet he's still about. He's still here. That's white privilege. That is white privilege. To be able to say anything that you want to say and feel like you can walk on water, basically. That's white privilege. So have that belief instilled in you.
Do you know when Donald Trump made that comment about the women of color, congresswomen,
Oh, yeah.
on the tweet? What did
Tell
he
them
say?
to go
exactly?
home.
Yeah, he was telling them to go home and stuff. And everyone was trying to get politicians and people in power to call him a racist, to like literally say it.
Yeah.
He is a racist. He said something
They
racist.
didn't want to.
And all of them were like dilly-dallying around it. I think they interviewed, who is it, Jeremy Hunt?
Yeah, they can be sued for defamation.
Yeah,
basically.
no, but that's only if they can't prove it, but they can prove it. But anyway,
True.
Jeremy Hunt, who's our foreign secretary,
Yeah.
foreign
Foreign
secretary,
The founder of England.
founder of England. So yeah, he was like interrogated pretty much on TV, and they were saying to him, I think it was a woman of color as well that was like the reporter, so it made it even better. But she was telling him like, do you accept that what he said was racist? Can you call him racist? And what struck me the most was he said, I cannot use the R word. I condemn what he said, but I cannot use the R word.
What's he scared of?
It was insane.
He's scared because he wants to stay in cabinet. He wants his job. That's ultimately what it is. He wants his job. Anybody that goes against, who is it that went against Boris Johnson recently and got sacked? Because Boris Johnson said there needs to be unity amongst the Tory leadership, aka this is the dictatorship. Either you follow me or not.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
Yeah,
dumb.
like-
It's so dumb. It's like people have no morals, no integrity to call out stupidity when they see it. What's the whole point of being an MP if you can't even stick up for your own constituents?
The other thing that came out with this was the fact that he had put people in place that were people of color. I keep saying this term, and I know you don't like it, but this is the only way I can
BAME.
describe it. BAME people of color in cabinet. So he had Sajid, whatever his face is, Priti
Priti Patel.
Priti
Sajid
Patel. Yeah, that one, and someone else.
They don't count. You know?
Exactly. So
They
this is the debate now. They're saying some people have come out and said, and Mehdi Hassan, which is weird, came out and said, as abhorrent as they are with their views and stuff, I think it's quite powerful that there are POCs in the cabinet.
Do they actually represent POCs though?
That's the other side of the argument. So that there's a huge debate about that. Like people are saying it's not enough to just be represented. It's not like, again, we always talk about this, but the tick box exercise. But yeah.
So it's the way that they're doing it with such finesse as well.
So just to let you guys know, we have 2 guests in the studio right now with us playing Jackaroo. And we're kind of half watching them, half talking to you guys.
And you man say I'm the addicts.
We're all addicts. First thing we did,
It's true.
meet up
Nitties.
with Jax.
First of all, you're
Knackered.
welcome for me introducing the game to you.
Thank you, Fedra, for introducing the
It was
game
actually
to
my
us.
friend that introduced it
Yeah,
to
not
us.
gonna lie. It was actually
Actually
Cheche.
introduced it to me.
Whatever.
And I introduced it to you.
Domestics.
To you. I introduced it to you.
He says you, innit?
Yeah, he does say you.
I always tell him, he's like, no, I don't.
To
It's you.
you.
To you. He's acting like he can't hear us.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. What do you guys think is going to happen with Brexit?
It
Do you have any idea?
it ain't gonna happen by
Do you
October.
reckon?
So basically,
Look
So
how
what-
much she's so upset she wants to be part of the game. She's barely
I
smiling.
Nathan asked if I wanted to be blues, but I only play with greens. Anyways,
Go on. Sorry, lads.
you're right, yeah. I think Boris Johnson is.
Can you guys stop?
I think Boris Johnson. There's 2 things that can happen. Either he's not going to be able to deliver Brexit, because he wants to. Either he's going to deliver Brexit with no deal, just to please the Brexiteers and everybody that voted to leave. And he's going to deliver it by Halloween to prove himself as like a worthy leader of the country, because Theresa May wasn't able to do it. She had her agreement denied in office like 3 times. Everyone's just like, nah, we're not having it. So he's going to feel the pressure to kind of step up to that role and be like, and kind of have the people to back him, essentially, yeah. Or he won't do it because the rest of the EU would be like, suck out.
I think they already said suck out.
Yeah,
Already.
there you go.
Like on the first day of his office, they were like, suck out.
I think what's his name? Emmanuel Macron.
Yeah.
He was like, so he's a French leader. He
Is
was
it
like,
Macron or Macron?
Macron.
I don't know. I'm
know.
I'm just asking him.
The other day, Suia said Marvel. And I was like, what's that? She goes,
Marvel.
Yeah, she goes, you know them superhero films.
Marvel.
I was like, shout out to Suia. So yeah, so he basically said, this is the first. I think it was the first time they ever spoke about Brexit together, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm happy to talk about it, but there's no renegotiation," which is what they're all saying. It's like, can we fucking agree on an exit for you guys, and that's
Yeah.
it, and call it a day. It's like this is someone's. You know when they say go back to where you came from, I'm like, okay. I'm actually gonna go, because it's so mad. It's so mad.
Come to Qatar, bro.
Someone said the euro is basically €1 is £1.
Yeah, it's mad.
Is it actually?
Oh,
It's
close
it's
to
so
it.
bad.
There's no
when I was away, when I
difference.
was on Ryanair, I brought a portable charger thinking €14 is calm. It was £13.50 or something.
Oh shit.
And I was like, Anna.
Anna,
Yeah, not the one.
it's long.
To be honest, I don't know much about Brexit, and I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible, which is great.
You don't need to know.
Lucky
about
for some.
anything. Well. You feel like to listen to us again? Shut down. Horribly.
So what do you have planned for your time here, Sino?
You guys tell me, what do you have planned for my time here?
To my time here?
It's just shumbuck. That's
Exactly,
it.
that's
There's no need to
exactly-
plan. Why are we planning shit? Just
when we
if
plan
it
it,
happens,
doesn't
it
work,
happens.
does it?
Listen,
never happens.
one thing we do need to do, and I refuse to go back without doing this, is a road trip with the whole gang.
Oh yeah,
we
by
will
force.
do that.
By
Cool.
force.
We will do that. And we'll also go putt shack.
Yeah, wherever that. Oh, the golf place.
Yeah.
I'm down for
It's
that.
good, right?
Yeah. The
Enthusiasm.
one near O2.
Oh, too.
I want a pizza basically.
Westfield.
Can you go without playing golf?
Why would you do that?
I don't like that.
I feel exactly the same. I avoided it for so long. Like, I genuinely think crazy golf is a waste of time.
What
but
if we
it's
go
actually
to
fun.
No, I played crazy golf before. I'm not a fan.
No, what if we go to the the ones where you like stand on like 2 floors?
Oh, like
and
the big
then
ones.
you, yeah, and you just whack
That's
it
even
as hard
worse.
as you can. Huh?
Oh,
No,
cool.
there's one here as well next to Northolt, next to the what's it called?
Let's try putt shack.
no,
I
no,
bet you
no.
Google putt shack.
Wallah will come. I'm just not playing.
Okay, fine.
I want to
fine,
be
you
like
have
I
to.
want to be like
Oh,
Reem today,
guys.
the auntie.
We need to sort out this meeting that we're gonna have, the social chill with our £3.30
Oh.
mandem.
Oh,
Because I feel like this is the Wednesday. It'll probably have to be next weekend, innit?
Nah, let's give it more time. Let's
How?
say let's say the 17th. You're here until when are you leaving?
17th.
Fudge is leaving on the 17th, though.
Yeah,
leaving
he's
19th.
going 17th. I'm going 19th. But then we're gonna be in Sheffield, so
We'll
you know what I
figure
mean?
it out and let you all know.
Yeah.
We'll do a poll on Instagram. Head
Yeah.
over to our Instagram and we'll discuss it on there. What's the link up? Just go to a fucking park.
Yeah,
fam.
a little picnic.
Someone
Picnic in the
said
park.
Subway and a drink, and just sit in the park and play Jackaroo.
We used to do that all the time. Did you ever used to do that? Hyde Park. I'm looking at you because it was like a big Arab thing to do. Like on the weekend, go to Bayswater, get chicken shawarma from
Shawarma.
Taza,
Ah,
and then get to Hyde Park
Yeah,
and just
it's
chill
great.
there by the lakes. Did you do that too, Lulu?
Racists again, honestly, all the time. I did actually.
Did you really?
No,
Okay.
have you ever had shawarma from Taza?
I don't know what Taza is. What's that?
I don't
It's
know if
in-
it bangs anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit greasy now, but
Mm.
it used to be the
The
sickest shawarma place ever.
Do you know? Have you guys ever been to your high school chicken shops? You know the ones that
We
you
passed it
that you
today.
used to slap. Which
Yeah.
one?
Crystal Kebab, the one I pointed
Yeah.
out to
Have
you.
you
Why
no?
you
But
not
have you
listening to
have
me?
you been back again?
Not for a few
Do you think it
years.
will slap still, or no? Do you think it will bring back memories?
You know those like orange and yellow chicken boxes?
Yeah.
That everyone used to have. Ah, good times. I'm sick. I'm just so excited to have all these foods.
Chicken cottage.
McCann's, Chicken Cottage, Amigos, Chaiwala.
See, why didn't we go McCann's today?
I mean, you guys were organizing, so
He was like, she don't want McCann's.
Oh, shit, that's why. You ate with your mum. That's why I didn't eat.
yeah. But by the time you didn't eat.
No, I didn't eat.
You haven't eaten all day.
He even
Nah,
pointed
I
at
ate
him.
with Nathan, but before that I didn't eat.
What did you
Okay,
guys
good.
eat?
The best thing ever. Was it?
Exactly. That's how nice it was.
Philly cheesesteak.
Philly.
Cheesesteak. Okay.
From where?
Who cares? Because we had pad thai, shrimp.
Oh, we had.
Mm.
No, it was actually sick.
Really nice. So, who cares what we man ate? Never cut that out because that was racist. Okay, so I have a question, guys. Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
So something that I saw trending on Twitter literally just now, yeah. And to be fair, I saw it trending yesterday. There was a couple that had posted about how him and his wife don't sleep on the same sides of the bed every single night.
Why?
Is
That's
that
wrong.
weird? Is that
That's
weird?
wrong.
That is
Is
weird.
it?
That's
Yeah.
wrong.
Why is that
you
weird?
have to have your own designated.
Yeah, man.
On your bed, do you just roll to the other side?
I sleep on. I'm not gonna. I sleep horizontally and diagonally. I sleep like a correlation.
All over the gaff.
No, I
Like
have.
there's a correlation when I sleep. Like there's a peak.
Where literally I have my side.
Yeah,
Like,
even
in
on my bed
own
alone.
Bed, yeah, I have my side.
I sleep bang in the middle because I'm shook that I'm saving space for a gin. Like,
Why are you like this?
I don't know. I think about these things.
What, you think that it's not going to be enough room? They're going to be like, no, I've
Oh,
done it.
Yeah.
Hey, baguette, just scooch up. Scooch up, please. Like, yeah, I get shook. So I either sleep bang in the middle or I sleep horizontal. I sleep like a graph. It's long.
I thought she said giraffe, but graph.
Why is it giraffe? Is it because it's an African animal? Is it because I'm black?
I don't know what a
Oh.
graph is.
Oh shit. It's
Yeah. So do you think that's weird? Do you guys sleep on the same side every single night
Yeah.
ever?
Let me just say, when I have a night shift, because the connection doesn't reach over to my side, we swap. But that's the only time. Like,
So what about when you travel? Do you still sleep on the same side of the bed?
I think it's you can join us here, but I think guys have a thing with like they think they're superheroes, so they wanna be on
close to the door
closer to the door
in case
right?
there's an intruder.
Yeah.
It's less of a superhero thing. It's more of a personal thing. Whenever someone sleeps in the living room, they always sleep facing the door.
Why?
It's always sleep facing the door. 'Cause it's like where something could happen.
That
It's
is
just-
very true.
It's very true. Whenever someone
I
sleeps,
always,
they
I
sleep
always,
facing
I
the door.
always face the door.
That's actually true.
And
I do that
windows.
too.
It's a psychological thing where like anything happens, escape, or someone comes in, you can see them.
Mm.
You never
That's
face
true,
them.
you know.
Yeah.
Psychology, I don't agree.
As soon as she hears it.
Fuck that, fam. I sleep anyway.
You obviously face down.
Aw.
That's death.
What's a graph? Oh, like a
Graph. Yeah, exactly.
The joke didn't land until now.
Took a while, you
It
know.
wasn't really a joke. I was just confused.
Anyway,
No, but we sleep. Like now, we're sleeping on the other side.
yeah. So we're now in London because I'm back in my hometown,
Oh, no,
my home
no,
bed.
So you guys are freaks then. By your own logic, you might have freaks because you were
Why?
just saying like, why would you sleep on different sides?
Oh no, wait, it is the same
It is
side.
the same side. It just
But
seems-
I'm on the door side.
yeah, but regardless, I'm on the left side of the bed.
Yeah, but that just okay. Cool.
Don't you think it's?
Yo,
Do you, think, do you
Sam,
feel like? Do you guys have a dent
my
that you've made in your like a
side of
specific
the
dent in your
Yeah,
bed that you've
yeah,
made?
yeah.
Like, so you just mold. Like, just
Listen, when I
jump
went
in.
into my when I went into my bed, I rolled back into my dent. when we landed there, I just rolled back into it. And I was like, okay, feels like home.
Her bed is bougie.
What do you mean? It's sick, innit, Reem?
I stick into
It is. It's very. I
You
sleep
think
very
you
well
do?
every time I'm there.
But you just go.
But it's sick
All
though.
like
It's
you
I feel like I've napped at yours so many times.
You have, and on my sofa as well. I love it.
Oh yeah. I've got my little corner there.
Yep, she does.
Yeah, pull the chair.
I feel like me and my husband are gonna sleep head to toe. With that thick blanket,
The brown one.
a fucking tiger on there like a lion. I can just see it.
I'm so done.
Oh, I feel so
We're
sorry
hella
for my
giggly
husband.
today.
Proper.
Do you guys think it's another question? Do you guys just another relationship one? Sorry, guys. Have you seen Iman and what's her name? Tiana Taylor's relationship with her husband?
Who's Iman and Tiana Taylor?
Tiana Taylor and husband Iman.
Yes, I have.
Have you seen their relationship?
Yes, on stage.
What do you think it is? Okay, well, everyone's talking about how. So there's a video that they did recently, and he was asked, "What is Tiana Taylor's favorite films?" Yeah, like name 3. So he named so many that
I
she
did
loved,
see
and
that.
it was such a cute video,
was
and people
adorable.
were like, "This is the definition of marrying your best friend."
Best friend, yep.
Do you guys think that happens? Do you think that's true? Like, you should marry your best friend?
100%.
Really? Maybe.
Well, I mean, I think it's better. It's like a better foundation for you. Like obviously me and Fedra weren't best friends when we got married.
Yeah, they become your best friend.
but
you
you-
work
yeah,
towards
exactly. You become-
them being a
become
good
a
friend
best
of
friend.
you.
Yep.
Yours even. Good friend of you. I think.
Yeah,
but I think lots
definitely.
of the time people don't. I don't know. Like, I think there's always a lot of pressure for it to look a certain way, and I
was
think
gonna
there,
say.
there doesn't need to be that pressure. I think it's okay. Those things can get built up, kind of thing. That foundations get built.
Yeah, but
it
as
takes
long
a while.
as it has a potential to build up to that.
100%.
Then yeah, definitely.
But I also think it's so important to like keep those solid best friends that you have before.
Yeah.
I think when people become too dependent on relationships, it can be dangerous.
Even just like your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends, dead.
There's got to be a boundary.
We chill together. What are you talking about?
I know. But this is different because
But why is it different though?
it's not like Fudge's friends are part of this group too.
How? But what?
I'm saying your friends and our friends, like it's like everything just mixed. Like, say for example, like one of my friends that I know, oh no one will know how. I'll just be super discreet. So one of my friends that I know, she's married, and she was like how her and husband had the same group of friends. So and they have kids, right? So she goes, so if I'm going out tonight with the same people, he's going out with them next weekend with the same people. So she was like, it's so important. She goes it got to a point where it was so important for them to have separate groups of friends.
Yeah. I hear that.
And just live that way. So it was like my friends are your friends are my friends.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Like we wouldn't chill with Fedra without you. It's very unlikely.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Not in a rude way. Like, you're
He's
great, but
upset.
like you know what I mean. Because it's just like.
No,
we
I
know
get
him
you. I
through-
get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. No, I thought it was like you were anti your man being friends with your friends.
yeah, we will never really truly be friends like that. So I don't know what I said friends. Yeah, you'll never truly you'll never truly be friends. But it's like if you're in the same room together, you can chill, you can have banter.
I
social media, that kind of
can't
stuff.
understand why people are very like. I don't even know if the word
Maybe
is protective, but protective in the sense where you they weren't even allowed their man to sit with their friends like this, like we're doing right now. They're like, no, what do you mean?
That's insecurities.
It's just so weird.
That's insecure. I think my idea of friendship is different to maybe your idea of friendship. My definition.
In what way?
In the sense that there's people that I know, and then there's my friends,
Yeah, no, I
and
get
then there's
you.
people that I'm tight with. There's like 3
That's
different.
exactly
there's
the same.
I have so many different groups of friends that fit into different categories.
Yeah.
But not everyone's my friend. Like I know you, I see you about,
Mm.
we chat. Maybe I have your number, but I still won't say that you're my friend.
But isn't that like a lot of people?
Yeah.
The majority of people.
So what's the conversation that we're having here? I don't know if we're all agreeing.
No,
No,
I think
I
you
was-
just took it. I feel like you took it another way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
God.
Took it left, as always.
Fucking every day backing each other.
No, I just don't understand how that conversation came. You said
I
I
didn't
just.
understand how the conversation went left either because I thought we were
You took
arguing.
it left, fam.
I thought we were arguing and suddenly we agreed.
No,
I was
you're
like,
No, there was no
you,
argument.
You said our definitions of friendships are different.
yeah, but what were we talking about before? Oh,
we were talking about
I
like,
was saying
in
I
being in
don't
relationships and
yeah,
mixing like as-
mixing friends. Yeah. I think it's essential to have different friends as a couple. Like I don't want to go out. I love you, Fajr, but I don't want to go out with you every single time we go out. You know. And I think you feel the same way. Like he wants to go out with his friends. I want to go out with my
Healthy.
friends. Sometimes
that's
we go out
different.
together with friends, but like you need to have your own space.
I was gonna say, Reem, do you feel like you and Fajr are friends?
Oi.
I feel like we're like related.
Aww,
You know them ones.
family.
Like yeah, I feel like he's
I
my
fe-
bro.
I feel like both of you are like that with Fajr.
Yeah, I feel like he's my bro.
Yeah.
Like it's you know them ones where it's like or like a cousin where you don't see each other that often, but you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
like if there was something I really needed that for some
He'll be
reason only
there.
Fedra could help me with, I'll be reaching out to him and vice versa.
100%.
But it's not like I'll be like, hey, let's go Westfield and shop.
Yeah,
Because-
you
yeah,
don't have to
different
talk
dynamics.
24/7
Yeah.
to be a friend with someone.
But yeah,
Or-
he's my bro. Like all my friends' husbands or whatever become like family, innit? That's it's just part of the if you are like family.
Oh, I don't know what I was gonna try to say because I fully agree.
Maybe you mean like as in if you're tight with the person, which I get. Like you wouldn't just be introducing your husband to every Tom, Dick and Harry, like just people you see every now and then. Maybe that's what you were trying to say.
Imagine she ends up being those wives that like just protect their husbands at all costs. Never
No, 'cause
introduces
I
us.
can't see whoever it is I end up being with friends with my friends. I can't,
Even us.
I can't see that.
Even us.
But you guys aren't friends. You're my sisters.
Oh,
That was a hella voice. Never cut that out. Nathan cut that out. No, what I'm trying to say is,
Don't you think it would be like how Fedger is?
yeah, of course. But I'm trying to say like we're not friends. Do you get it? It's like we're not friends. So it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like yeah, like you said, me and Fajr went chill. You and Fajr went chill. He won't be like, hey Asha, what are you saying today? Let's go pack.
Let's go chai wala.
It won't. Do you know what I mean? It will never come to that point because it's unnecessary to be like.
Yeah.
It's only if Sana's about and we have a reason to chill. We chill.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
not
get
by.
you.
It's not by force. Like, oh, I really miss Fajr today. That would never come out.
It's actually come out of your mouth before, so I don't know
It
what
has
you're
come
saying.
out. Sometimes I do miss Fajr. Bless him. But do you know what I mean? So I feel like in the situations where it's like my friends will never know my husband, in the sense of like you will never know.
What?
You will never know him like that. Like how we don't know Fajr like that.
Yes, you do know.
I don't know.
We know
what
he's
you know
he
of Fajr
cheats
is
when
that-
playing Jackaroo.
I don't cheat. I cheated once.
You cheated the first time we ever played.
Asha was on your team and she saw it.
I had to back it because I wanted to win.
Actually, what happened then?
She actually looked
I
at
didn't
me
even know
like
what you're
this.
saying.
No, it was the argument about the king.
It was-
the base.
Yeah.
It was just an argument.
No, I beg you. This is how she looked at me. She was like,
That's how you looked at me yesterday.
That's how she looks.
I wasn't there yesterday.
Oh shit.
The day
Yeah.
before.
The day before, I mean, yeah.
Did you see Kermit? Nathan got that. Did you see Kermit?
Yeah.
I said the only time.
But he wasn't wearing the hoodie though.
Oh,
Dead.
damn.
I
Anyway,
think
back-
it's easy to say things from a back, like a perspective of when you're not actually in it.
that's
Yeah,
true.
of course.
Because I used to say, do you remember when I used to be like, nobody could hug my man? When
Yeah,
they're getting
I
them,
remember this all the time.
And I'm like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah, I don't think my husband would want to hug you guys.
I can come.
because I'm like that, maybe.
Yeah, cool. But you're also going to be different people.
True.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to have his own mind.
Yeah, of course. But I think the person that I will marry will probably think the same way that I think when it comes to stuff like that.
I have a feeling no.
Do you think it'd be bare liberal?
Yeah.
No, I don't think liberal, but I think he'll be like within
Just
reason.
chilled, yeah.
Like,
Just like us,
he won't just be
basically.
like, nah, man, sorry, because them, let me not.
You don't like that shit, do
Nathan,
you?
cut this out.
She wants to be hugged by a man. That's what she's saying. Fucking Rimiana.
Anyway, yeah, no, it's easy to say when you're not actually in it. And then when you're in it, it becomes a completely different thing.
You
Because
suddenly don't give a shit.
Especially when you're secure. You don't
Yeah,
care.
man.
You're just like,
yeah,
it is
of
what it
course.
is.
It's not that. It's just like, it's not that I wouldn't want him to. You can do it. You can do what you like, but I prefer it not to happen because Dean-wise. That's all I'm thinking. It's up to you. You can do what you like. Ultimately, you're gonna go to your grave on your ones, innit? So I'm not involved. But it's like I prefer it if that wasn't the case because of not because of insecurities.
So if your husband met us and gave us a hug, would you have a talk with him later on?
No,
Divorce,
that's on him.
straight.
No, wallah.
Sitting down should be like, listen.
That's on him. Whether he
But
wants
is
to do
it,
that or not.
is it because it's
I'll-
us?
No.
If it was any other friend
If it
that
was
you weren't that
anybody,
close with,
anybody, you can
Really?
go hugging everyone. You can go hug your nurse. You can go hug the receptionist. You can go hug everyone that you want to hug. You can go hug them.
I don't believe
I
you.
might just remind you. I might just be like, listen, this is what the dean says.
Fear
it's up
Allah.
to you, innit? Fear Allah. Only Allah can judge me. Like, do you like?
may
it,
Allah
obviously.
guide you or break your back.
That's the whole point of like a unity, I feel like. So it's like, it's not judgmental and it's not like a totalitarianism, whatever it is, blah, 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 or like a dictatorship. It's literally a unity. So if you feel like someone shouldn't be doing something, it's nice to always air your opinions, but not try and enforce it. So it's like, I might just say, do you know what? That was and be like, okay, cool, bub. That's it. So it's like, gonna carry on doing that? Yeah, calm. I don't give a shit. Calm.
I'm very excited to see how this all
Me too.
pans out.
Transpires.
Yeah.
You think I'd be like,
Very-
nah, fuck that bitch, why did you hug the receptionist? Why did you hug the nun? Like, no.
No, I just think it's very different when you're in it. I just think shit looks different.
I agree. I'm just excited to chill all together. Don't do that. It's annoying.
That's so annoying. It's so disgusting.
There's so you know it's Maasai men when they go to like cafes and that and they fill it up to the very top. You know Maasai when I was talking about Maasai, yeah?
No, I don't.
You know on BBC One.
Wow, the cackles. The cackles.
She watched it for a while, poor thing.
Listen, I don't have BBC One.
Did you guys get that?
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
do you know when you watch a show on BBC One?
Okay.
And you know how they have adverts, but they have little clips where the little O comes on.
Okay.
Have you never seen the warriors from Kenya
Oh,
jumping up and
yeah,
down?
yeah. How did you jump to that straight away?
Everyone watches BBC One. Everyone's seen it after EastEnders. Reem got it immediately.
Maasai warriors. Okay, go on.
So when they come out of the village or from wherever it is, because they're very like they're a lot of them are in the city now because they have to work essentially because they can't live the way that they used to live.
Yeah.
Their traditional way of living. So they have to earn a wage and to be able to take their kids to school. They've realised that school is important. Anyways, I digress.
Anyways.
So they went
As
to
per
some of them go to like cafes and that in Kenya. Some of them go to cafes and that cut out the Kenya. Yeah. Sometimes they go to cafes and they ask for tea and say the tea's been filled up to like maybe like 3/4 of the way, which is what normal people drink, yeah, or like
Okay.
at least 7/8 of the way, yeah.
Yeah.
They went all the way to the top, and because so when they get the tea on the table, they go, "Am I begging?" Yeah, they go, "Am I begging for this?" Yeah. So they have to get it filled to the very top, and then because they can't lift it because it's gonna spill, they just slurp it. That slurping noise is called surbubu. That's the only reason why I want to tell that story. I love the word surbubu.
Surububu. I like that.
We fill it up
Surububu.
to the top. If you give someone a bit of
I was gonna
like
say,
chai
yeah.
that's not right up to the top,
It's aib.
it's rude.
Then they have to surbubu.
Basically.
That's an Iraqi thing. It's like, you know, yesterday you weren't there, Shams, but yesterday we went to
Thanks for the reminder, as if I forgot. Yeah.
yesterday we were at a cafe and Fajr was hosting us and he poured the tea for us, but he poured it halfway and I was like, excuse me, you're chilling with some Iraqis. Pull it up to the top.
It's seen as like you're stingy if it's
Yeah,
not
it's
right
like- it's
up
like-
to the top.
it's
I'm
Saib.
trying to make sure it's enough for
I know, no, it was very
Yeah, it's
thoughtful.
cool.
It's rationing.
Okay. Anywho.
Bob Marley over here.
Oh,
Anyways.
man.
To doing a police parade.
Wait.
I saw that.
Did you guys hear about this article? Sorry, did you guys hear about this article that
Bishop?
so Reem just showed us an article like about 45 minutes ago.
Me.
It's actually me.
It was,
Okay.
was it you?
I was
Where
sitting
it
in the back
Go
with
on,
you.
read the headline, Sana.
It's gone. I'm sorry.
Take it away.
It's gone. Oh, I don't have it in front of me, but the headline was something along the lines of, "Gay people exist because
Pregnant
mothers have anal sex, so that transmits those sexual desires to the child, and therefore they grow up gay,
The stupidity.
according to a bishop."
The ridiculousness.
That's actually mad.
This is where the stupidness. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
Chrissy Bank. Sana doesn't know, fam. Who's that? Who am I talking about, Sana?
Huh?
Exactly.
What would you say?
Stupendous.
I don't know, man. Shut up.
Chrissy
Aw.
Bank.
Bloody hell.
Sana used to-
Just because I'm in Qatar now, yeah?
When Sana first moved to Doha, yeah, she used to send us articles from 3 weeks ago and be like, guys, oh my god.
You're a prick.
So then it got to a point. Where it was so annoying. I sent her an article of Saddam Hussein's execution.
From 2003 or something.
Oh my god, Sana, look what's happening.
You're actually a fool. I hate you for that one.
Oh, literally. This is how the Shambakstani.
I think we were actually on the phone while we were
Oh,
doing it. It was
so
exciting.
funny. Like me and Reem were cracking up.
Planned it out.
Their group chat used to finished me. Like finished me?
Finished me.
Not English, please. The group chat used to finish me. Like imagine I was at work yet. Creasing, the table was shaking. Everyone was like, oh my god, it's an earthquake. Meantime, more time it was Sana. I can't speak English. More time it was Sana because she sent us a gif or something. Like that group chat was so jokes. Man.
Why has it got so dead?
Because we have the podcast now. We save it all for the podcast. That's what I think.
Because we miss each other. That's the thing.
No, I think we just avoid talking to each other and having bants because we save it for every podcast.
No, but
every
we
week.
used to go in. Do you know?
Yeah, man, we
used
need to go back to that.
bad.
I
Just
got
cuss.
three girls. Did you hear about the Asha that almost hit the earth that could wipe out a whole city?
Anyways,
That is
So my question is, if you had known that literally we have one more day left, what would you do?
Oh.
We live in a constant asteroid belt, by the way.
Yeah, it's constantly threat. So what would you do if you the
So if
they
there
do
was
the report news breaking, we have a day before Asha hits London and we're all dead.
Prayer non-stop.
Really? Okay.
What else? We're Muslims. Everyone's suddenly
Go to the pub, eat some bacon.
like, go fuck it. Give it a pot scratchings.
Go straight to the pub. No, I'll be praying. I'll be sitting with my family and I'll be praying. My family and friends.
I'll go all in the Qabi.
I'm gonna go Greg's and go get a sausage roll.
I think I'd move to Hajj and just live there and pray.
In one day.
Time. There's no time.
Oh, what? You said a year.
One day at.
Oh, one day.
I would move to Hajj.
Oh shit! One day, yeah, I'd just jump on a flight in it. I'm
Someone
close
said,
to it.
someone said any mosque you can think of, you're there. Okay, if it's not religion related, what would you guys be doing?
With my family. Just chilling. Playing Jackaroo.
One last podcast and a Jackaroo set.
Yeah.
I'm catching up on Love Island.
No, but you know, like in the Titanic when the band are outside playing.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
just
best sweet.
them ones. Just that's it.
Dead.
You know, it's your time and it's just calm.
That film was so stupid. It was so
Why was it
romanticized.
stupid?
But when you actually deep it, the poor people were sleeping downstairs, like in the basement, under them conditions. Dumb. It's so sad. It's
Every
like,
time I see that movie, I sob.
there was such an opportunity to talk about so many different things. And so like, but they want to talk about love. Oh my days, I'm so in love with you, Jack. But there was space in the door, end the conversation. Like that's it.
Come back. That little whistle. Ooh.
Literally.
Some pigeon. I'm just tired. I want some tea, you know.
Would have been a perfect time to get some karak.
It would be. Although I'm trying to avoid karak.
I can imagine.
It made me fat, as you can tell. What do you mean?
Clown.
Don't look at me like that, like I'm chatting shit.
I'm not
I've been
chatting shit.
I've been down in karak for the whole year, and that's why I've widened.
How's tea time?
Tea time says hello to you.
Oh,
It says beautiful.
You want the hot
why
dog
is he
supreme?
flirting? Yeah.
Such a loser.
Wow.
The hot dog supreme, the Zinka burger, everything. Oh,
I like the cheese sandwich.
Dead.
someone's not going back. Oh, what am I rolling?
You're just used to it. You're always eye rolling. So guys, what's the plan?
Oh yes, your birthday.
28.
Sana helwa.
Yeah, Gamil.
Da, da, da.
She is indeed حلوة.
You're a loser. Okay, let's cut it off now.
We're done.
Okay, so there's something that's trending right now, which I think could be potentially very funny. Hashtag rules before coming to my house. What's ethnic minorities? What's the
Shoes
one rule?
off.
Shoes off at the door.
Straight away.
To be fair, okay, I did go to Stand Up Reem's kitchen once with my shoes still on.
Rude.
Don't know what you were playing at.
I don't even know.
Yeah, shoes off straight away.
Also, what don't you know them aunties that just come at 10 p.m. unannounced, random?
I think I like that, you know.
Oh no, go home,
I
man.
really
It's
like
a
that.
Sunday evening, and people got work tomorrow. Like, it's long. I know you got a phone call that you're gonna be shook about aunts calling to what's it called, British Gas tomorrow. That's your main concern. But
That's a good one.
someone said, yeah, call before you arrive.
Text me when you're outside.
Yeah, bring dog treats.
What?
Can't relate. Always
No.
bring wine.
Bring
Do
treats
you
for
think it's
me.
weird when people don't come to your house with like nothing to show?
No,
Is that like
I don't think it's weird or
I think the first time you go to someone's house, you should have something.
yeah.
But I don't expect someone to have anything at mine. But like, I do think it's nice to go like every now and then. I think it's cute.
You always come with stuff.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I ain't see. It's probably because I don't see you for ages, and then I go to your house.
How would you feel if someone came to your house but they were smoking? They're like, do you mind if I just light up?
Nope.
No.
I wouldn't even allow that in my car.
Not even in the garden.
No, garden, you can do what you want. Outside the house is fine. Outside my car is fine. But you're
I
not
don't think I could be around smokers, you know.
It's too much.
It's not like
It's actually weird that people still smoke in 2019.
I
you know?
find it a little bit
Right?
strange.
Do you remember when Simon Cowell said to who's that girl that was in No? What was that group again?
Lisa.
To Lisa. When Simon Cowell goes to Lisa, she was, I don't know, they were beefing about something. He goes, your fag ash breath. Was it Simon Cowell or was it the other guy that was in the other band? Bro, that's how you know I listen to music. Mashallah, child of Jannah. But
After you were singing.
yeah, he said to her, you've got a fag ash breath. I think I would actually have to die.
That's so buzz.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this.
rude. What can you say back to that?
Go brush
Shut
your
up.
teeth, fam.
Because that's an insult on hygiene. There's not much you can say.
If you're on a train, yeah, and someone is trying it with you, or someone is like trying to harass you or do anything,
Anyone,
would you not
whether-
appreciate it
If a man
came
or a woman,
Yeah, okay, but would you not
anyone.
appreciate
Yeah,
it?
that's what I'm saying. I'm not, because I feel like that's reinstating the fact that idea that women need protecting by men. They need a man to save them from something, which we don't need that. I think it's about unity. Everyone
Can I
in
just
the
say-
world. Go on. Do you think chivalry's dead? Go on.
Yeah, it's about. I think it's about chivalry more than anything.
Yeah, of
I
course.
appreciate it.
I think to say that you think that everybody should stick up for each other doesn't mean that you think that men should stick up for women. I don't think that's anti-chivalry. That's not the case. I'm not saying that. I do enjoy if someone opens the door for me every now and again or pulls my seat out. If you're gonna open the door for me, at least let me be at least 3 seconds away from the door, because
I'm not running.
why am I
That
picking
little
up
jog.
paces? light jog to the door, like relax. But I still do enjoy that, and as a woman, I do like that. And sometimes even when I'm on the train and I see there's a pregnant woman and people aren't moving for her, it
100%.
it irks me when men don't stand up for her. I don't know why, specifically men, but I think to the point where even I stand up and I'm like, oh, look at all these fucking men sitting around, blah blah blah, manspreading. What's it called?
Yeah, man spreading.
Manspreading, living their best lives. It annoys me in that sense, and I hate that I think like that, because I also can sign up and I can give her my seat, and it shouldn't be a problem.
But then it always goes back to chivalry, innit? You expect chivalry from men. It's a man thing. Like you would expect a man to have the
but
respect to get up.
stuff like that really encourages toxic masculinity. That kind of shit does, which I don't think is necessary. It's like, are you a man? If you're a man, you do this for a woman and did it. Relax.
I think there's a balance. And I think that
Balance.
anytime I 100%, if I see a pregnant woman, like I don't look and see if anyone else has got up. It just happens automatically.
Yeah.
What will end up happening though is like a man will also get up and try and say
Yeah.
you sit down or whatever. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's a thoughtful thing, because what he's saying at that point is, I understand she's holding a baby that's 8 months. Like she's got a heavy body right now.
Yeah, she's carrying
Do you know what I mean?
eight stones extra on her body.
Like
It's a big baby. That was me. Fucking 3 stones in it. What's it?
whatever
eight
it
pounds.
is, just yeah.
Shit,
Yeah, like she's just it's long, innit? And you're having to take the train. It's all long. So I think it's a thoughtful thing. I don't think, like, I think as soon as you think that the only reason that woman has a seat is because of you, and then you get annoyed if she don't take it, like, shut up, I gave you that seat.
Fucking sit down and appreciate it.
That's when I think there's a problem. But I think just the thoughtfulness, and I understand what you're saying, it's something that men and women can do. But it is appreciated in certain situations like that, where the woman didn't know the guy was taking a picture.
Yeah, of course. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like if anyone had seen that, anyone should be able to stand up and say that's wrong, or like stick up for her, or just
Agreed.
stick up for her. Anyone should be able to do that. It doesn't necessarily have to be just men. Like I think us women to some degree have lost that sort of like unity amongst like that sisterhood. I think we've lost it a little bit, which I think would be nice to have. But to be honest, I don't think we really had it. To be
I
fair,
think that's
but
a big generalization.
I think but I think it's like I think that sisterhood is kind of like this sort of like what's it, an abstract concept that's never really been like put into place apart from within amongst your friendship groups.
I would say the complete opposite, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
do you
I
think
disagree.
it's encouraging more because of the
Yeah,
whole hashtag
definitely.
Me Too movement and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
I feel like women are a lot more empowered nowadays, and you know, like your the attitude that you were just showcasing to us right now.
Because of women.
Yeah, it was very powerful, and you were like, I don't need no man, and I think if you had seen an incident like that on a tube, you would definitely get up. So that doesn't say that sisterhood has gone down.
No,
the
but
drain.
I'm saying I think we should encourage that more so in the sense of like
I think
if
it's
it-
already being encouraged.
No, I honestly I don't think it has. And maybe it's because I'm just on Twitter too much. And I see
But then
the
I want
nonsense on
to
Twitter.
go back to your point about toxic masculinity. What about a man standing up for a woman reinforces toxic
It's not
masculinity?
about a man standing up for women. I think expectations of men to do certain things encourages toxic masculinity, which is exactly what it is. Having expectations and standards for men to behave a certain way or to do certain things or to have certain mannerisms, that in itself is toxic masculinity. So if you have the expectations of men, you should be able to stand up for women, open the door for women, pull the chair for them, blah blah blah.
Pay for
that,
every
Pay for
day.
every day. That makes you into a man. And if you don't pay for her, you're not a man. Things like that, I think, can turn into toxic masculinity, where it's like it's unnecessary. I would never. If I have a son, I would teach him to be kind to women and respectful to women. He would be the biggest feminist. Even though I don't identify as feminist, but you know the ones, yeah. But he would be the biggest feminist by theory, essentially, yeah. He would be in practice, raw, and he would. But
Talk the talk.
That's how I would raise him to be. But at the same time, I wouldn't raise him to kind of feel like he needs to be a certain way or to do a certain thing in order to feel more like a man. Like you are a man, like you physically, like you are a man, and whatever that looks like is okay.
So then let's just bring it to you now, yeah. Say you're looking at a potential husband, right? And why you
I'm listening to you.
okay.
And Reem as well, honestly.
Okay, so you're considering someone as a potential spouse, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't, inshallah, he doesn't open doors for you, he doesn't pay for you, he doesn't do any of those things that you're expected of as a man. Would you not have a problem with that?
I wouldn't have those expectations, so this is the point I was
Lies!
making.
Lies! If someone didn't pay
I said it would be nice, but I wouldn't have those expectations.
you
If
wouldn't.
if I have money, say for example, I earn more money than him,
Yeah.
do I still want him to pay for me?
No, I don't think so.
Stupid.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't have those expectations. If you're earning double what I'm earning, bruv, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't spending a penny. Joke. But I'll pay every now and again. But it's like I won't even do the reach.
What about things like you know how women, yeah, and this is something that always baffles me. Women want to be like super empowered, right? And they wanna work, they wanna have their own careers and stuff like that. But then when it comes to marriage and stuff, they expect their husband to pay every single thing for them. So it's like they want the best of both worlds. Like I wanna have a job. Not me. Why are you looking at me? I wanna have a job, but I expect you to pay everything because that's my right as a woman. I don't think there's like a. Did I explain that right?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, go on.
You haven't finished the point.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say though?
Yeah, so I didn't see why you say that to me in relation to me. I don't.
No, because it just popped into my head now. Because I always hear like feminists or pro women kind of women say that I want my man to pay every single thing for me because that's my right as a Muslim woman, right? But you can't tell me that I can't have a job because I want to go out and have a job and have my.
So
career
they
and stuff
sort of
like
pick
that.
from like traditional norms, what they
with
want,
the
and they
modern, how do you feel about that? Is my question.
I think it's.
Would you
everyone-
expect your husband to pay everything for you?
I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't expect for my husband to pay for everything for me. I think there's
Would you expect him to pay for the majority?
If he earns more money than me, then that should be split accordingly. The bills,
So you see it like a
blah, blah, blah.
logistic thing.
I see it logistic. If I earn more money than you, I will be paying maybe more on the mortgage, or I'll be paying more on like the house bills and shit like that. It just makes sense. But if it's a situation where we both earn the exact same amount of money, everyone's paid for their own shit. Like, and do you know what? To be fair, my family have always said to me, if once you get married, have your own separate account.
Yeah, straight.
Have
Why?
have a separate account, have a joint account, but also have your own account.
Why?
So it's like your money. So it's clear that your money is your money, and the money that we have together, we put it together for our savings. But this is me. I'm still independent.
So then
This is my own.
how would you like split up all these costs? So
That
if
joint,
you're
that joint account.
so what you
But if I'm
you
buying,
would-
if
you would
my
both
husband
put
wants
in-
to go buy trainers, why is he getting it from the bills account? Or if I want to go buy trainers, why is he getting it from
That's
the
your
bills
personal
account?
shit, yeah.
That's, do whatever you want. That's your money. You earned it. Earned it. But like but that's just how I see it now.
Fair enough.
I feel like there's something else that I wanted to say as well, but I forgot.
How did we come onto this? Oh, we were talking about toxic masculinity. So I was telling you. So if your man didn't tick all those masculine boxes, would you not feel a way about it?
Yeah.
Or those standards, let's say.
yeah, like I said,
standards.
I don't have those standards anyways.
You don't have those standards. I feel like slyly we all have those standards. Like we all expect the man to pay on a first date, or we all expect a man to open the door for you.
I don't
or
think I ever have expected that from a man to pay on the first date and open the door. If he does, it's brownie points. Literally, ding ding ding. But if you don't, Allahu Ya'lam, you ain't see me again.
I have
Joking.
I have those expectations.
yeah.
Do you?
100%.
But then would you say that those expectations reinforce toxic masculinity?
no.
No pad and pen.
There you go.
I think I'm set, to be honest.
So you past that, right?
Okay, so why don't you?
So yeah, so this is so I just asked her. Do
I
you
think
think
it's
that
about how
reinforces it?
people respond. I think it's important to have balance. Like I genuinely think in everything it's important to have balance. When you pay for the first time, it's not you. This is your job forever. It's
Yeah.
a matter of we will now kind of go back and forth with this. Some days I'll have it. Some days you'll have it. But it's just the first meeting or whatever, or the first few times. It's like it's nice. Not that I will just kick back and not take out my card. It's very
You
rare.
still have to fight for it. and
Yeah,
stuff,
like it's very rare that I'll not do that unless I genuinely have no money. I'm like, do you have me?
So
And I'll have you. You know what I mean?
So where do you think men have learnt that from? Where it's like, oh, when you go on a date, you should pay for the women. You should open the door for her, pull out her chair for her. You should offer her your seat on the train.
Oh, all of that stuff. No, I'm
Where,
just
no,
talking
no,
about.
but where do you think it's learnt from?
I don't know. But I don't think it's
Society's
a bad thing. Though. Why is it a
expectations.
bad thing?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
More time
But-
men
but
earn
you-
a lot more than us.
but you're
the
saying
gender
it-
pay gap is still a thing.
The point I'm trying to make is that you said it reinforces toxic masculinity.
No,
I
I'm
see
sa-
these
I'm saying
standards as a good
in
thing.
certain cases, it depends on why they're doing it. If they're doing it because they think they just want to do it because they think it will be nice for you to do it and blah 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 whatever, and like the person that they're doing it for would appreciate it.
I agree. It's intention.
It's intention. But if they're doing it because my dad, when I was younger, would tell me that that's what you're supposed to do, and I couldn't be flamboyant, and I had to. It's like I think everybody has their own journey, and everybody has their own experiences and their own intentions for doing certain things. So I can't make a blanket statement for everyone and be like, generally, this is what I think, because it's not the case. But I just feel like, for me personally, it would be nice, but I don't have those expectations.
Yeah, I think it's only toxic really when it's like something negative. So if a man is way too protective or insecure or
Yeah.
you know, he's abusive
Or he feels forced
or,
to do those things.
Yeah,
If
or
he
he-
feels forced to not be able to, like,
yeah.
he can't say I can't get it today or whatever. Then resentment starts building
Right,
and
yeah.
those things start happening.
And also, he can have, as much as he has those own expectations for himself, he has expectations from you too.
Sure.
If he thinks that men should behave a certain way and do certain things, he 100% thinks that women should behave a certain way and do certain things.
Yeah.
He wants you to come back from work at 5:30, 5:45. You're in the kitchen, long.
Wait, no, I don't think that's
No, I don't
necessarily
agree
true.
with that.
I think no, but I'm saying if he's very like, if he's the kind of person that thinks men should have this role,
Roles.
then he thinks that women should have these roles too. If you subscribe to gender roles, then you expect certain shit from women that's like traditional, as much as you expect things from yourself and you practice it yourself.
Yeah, but for example, let's just say like me and Fajr, we both work, we both bring in money, we both pay bills. and we both go into the kitchen. Like, why is that a problem?
I'm not saying that's a problem.
So
That's a problem.
but I still believe that gender roles are a thing. I still believe in gender roles, but
It's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing if you
want
make
to.
it work, if you make it work for your
I
relationship.
think it's a good thing if you want to do it. If you as a woman think, do you know what, I genuinely do enjoy being in the kitchen and cooking for my husband, and I don't want to work, and I want to be a home keeper, and I want to make my house a home, and this is why, because Islamically, like Islam is on her side. Like, if she wants to do that, she can do that. Like, but if it's enforced on you, where it's like the man is saying to you,
anything
you should be at home.
enforced is not a good idea.
Yeah,
Whether
it's
it's
never
for men
gonna
or
stop.
women,
That's where it stops.
like 100%. It's got to
But
be
you know,
something
like
that
how
feels
there's
like
some
it's
men
for
that
you.
there's some men that can make you believe that that's a good idea.
What is?
Like they can be like, no, but baby, like just stay at home.
Yeah, but that's manipulation. That's manipulation.
Smooth. But what were we saying? Yeah,
I was saying that's
so
manipulation.
I think in any situation, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm saying if they've been forced to behave a certain way and to have certain characteristics because they think that's how men should behave, and that's what they should do, not because they're doing certain things because they want to please you and they think that you would want it, or just to be thoughtful because Sana might like for me to open the door for her. Let me do that for her. If it's something that's been enforced on them, naturally, I personally believe they would have opinions about what a woman's role should be too. That's what I think. Or it can be the complete. They can be like, I'm broken from the shackles of oppression and like live life. It could be any other way. But I just think everyone just live their own lives. Allahu ya'lam. Call it a day, fam. At the end of the day, we'll meet on Yawm al-Qiyamah, innit?
Fight it out on that day.
Subhanallah. Shook. And on that note, you've been listening to the 3-pack. Can I end it now?
Yeah.
Can I? Okay. And on that
I
note,
have a
you
question, actually.
go.
Because you guys are so fan of this whole Love Island shit.
Oh no, please
I
let's not talk.
personally think it's ruining. Because lots of youth see it as the kind of idolizing kind of bullshit.
Okay.
Because I realized yesterday it's the #1 app. It makes no sense. All they do is basically choose girlfriends on the app.
But me and Reem
Using
watch
that
it.
for
But
society in
Re-
the way that it's like
no.
imagery.
it depends on how old you are and how impressionable you are. That's number one.
Everybody-
But I also, I'm a very strong believer of parents should not complain to artists, to producers, to TV. None of that shit. Parents should parent. If you feel like something is toxic for your child to be exposed to,
Don't let them watch it.
it's on you to make sure that they don't listen to music that has graphic content or explicit content or is demeaning to women. It's up to you to make sure that your children are not playing FIFA games and not FIFA games.
What? What's wrong with
PlayStation
FIFA?
games, sorry. PlayStation games where it's
Violent.
where it's violent. That's up to you. You choose, because ultimately you buy that shit for them. Yet you want to then go and blame Rihanna because she's twerking and your child idolizes her. That's up to you, B. I feel like if you want to, as long as your child is 18 and is living under your house, dictatorship. I'm joking. But I feel like, I think parents should own up to certain shit, man. If your child is watching Love Island and you don't want them to watch Love Island, watch it with them and be like, that's wrong. Don't you think that's mad? Do you know what that's called, babes? It's called gaslighting. Just teach your
My
children.
mum did say the other day, because we were watching it together, she said that she thinks it's really, really interesting because it highlights a lot of issues and it depends on how you are willing to address it. Like, obviously it's nothing's the most ideal thing in society. Like, there's always going to be problems.
Did I tell you guys that my 11-year-old niece was like, she was thinking about her brand identity on Instagram? I was like,
Her what?
I'm going to play outside, fam.
Her what? Her what?
Old shit.
Her brand identity. She's 11.
Fuck that.
that? What's
Sorry.
brand identity?
She wants to, she was like, I need to make an Instagram account and I want to do this and blah, blah, blah. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, but
Maybe
it's
come back.
but it's there like
It's different times. And
Yeah,
like,
it's
we're
their
never,
time,
we're
bro.
never going to be happy. Like, this is what, when we were younger and we had shit like Bebo and people were like, oh, Bebo's bad and MySpace
High
is
five.
ruining.
we were on
Bruv,
that.
like, generations change. We have to
but
move with
also
it.
times have changed. And
Yeah.
the internet has changed and it's expanded.
And it's
to
just
like,
about how to move smarter. Like, there's always going to be issues. Always. We're never going to be able to fix every single problem. We
But
just
we can
work,
avoid.
we
But we
adapt
can
it.
avoid certain issues. And
By
not-
what?
and not
Banning
perpetuate
everything?
things. No, it's not about banning. But it's just about. It's like I said, Love Island or any reality TV show. If your daughter or your son is really, really into that kind of shit, watch it with them
I agree.
and highlight the points.
Learn to
That's a
adapt
good point,
as a
yeah.
parent.
Yeah.
Learn to adapt.
don't blame society. Be like, oh, because they're gonna, as you said, they're gonna watch it anyways. Well, if you're banning them from watching it at home, they're on ITV Hub on the way to school watching it. Like, it's gonna happen, right?
I
so
agree.
it's like, so it's better. It's like, it's with anything. If your children, this is gonna sound mad, but if your children wants to explore certain things, I think it's better to do it with the parent. Or if they have certain questions, it's always better to ask your parents first. So have that relationship with your child where they feel like they can ask.
That
you
being
anything.
said, none of us have kids, so it's very easy. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be a typical auntie. I hope not, but I hope I feel like that's the direction I'm gonna go through. Them typical auntie vibes where like I'm like, yeah, I saw your daughter yesterday. CCTV. Like, I know I am.
Sana.
Just because I want to get back at anyone because I went through that, and it's just like I can't expect.
But
culture.
I agree with you 100%. I think there's no way that we can fix everything. It's just about us learning how to adapt, because there's going to be fuckery wherever we go and whatever era we live in. It's just a matter of learning to deal with what is kind of damaging at that time or whatever.
100.
And on that note, guys, be kind to everyone. You have been listening to the £3.30 podcast. I have been your host, Asha. Let me start again. And on that guy.
And that guy.
And on that note, guys. Bye. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for listening to the £3.30 podcast. Obviously, this is our first one live together in London town. Make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on Spotify, on Instagram, on podcast app, on iTunes. And also follow us on Instagram specifically because Reem handles all of that.
Mainly.
At £3.30.
If you are looking for me, I'm on Asha every day on all social media.
And I am at Sanasino with 2 eyes.
And don't forget to buy her book. The link is in the description box on YouTube. Rah. Bye, guys.
Bye.